We traveled 800 kilometers.
For this recipe.
Today is Christmas Eve and we are in Antwerp. The dishes better be good. This is bloody 795 kilometers which we traveled.
Seven hours, 795 kilometers, and 500 minutes for the walk from south of Germany to north of Belgium for one or two recipes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of Guest Chef Specials by Some Tea and Toast. And this time, I brought to you a person whom I have known since 2008.
Yes.
I brought to you Shubhadeep Mitra. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks, Shom. We are college friends. So, in fact, he is the first friend of the college.
So I have been convinced that this recipe will be something which worth like 800 kilometers of travel. So what are we going for today?
Today, we'll go for the first recipe. It's keema butter. It's a very simple dish, but it tastes deliciously well. It goes good with a lot of things, which will come to later point of time. I give a bit of history regarding this one. Now, keema butter, as the name suggests, it's a Mughal dish. Okay, and this is one of the dish like when the bawarchis or let's say the cooks don't have lot of resources in their warehouse, but still they have to present something delicious for their shahenshah. So it's one of the items they used to go for.
So for the keema, are we going to use lamb or we are going to use?
Ideally, keema goes well with traditional mutton. But unfortunately, it's not that much available here, like the goat or something. It's not available here. So here, what we get it's lamb, which is closest to goat. But since we don't overcook the thing, so lamb is not a good choice here. So alternatively, we will go for chicken instead.
Yeah. One thing is literally killing me. Out of all the dishes you have like cooked since the last 5 days, both not only you, both you and Antura, 5 keema butter.
Okay, so see, this is one of the items which I prepare very frequently, and the reason is you have to come to my bachelor days when I was out of my home. I was not getting the luxury of return from office, and my mom is ready with 5 things, 5 delicious dishes to eat in the night. So now, what's my target, man? So I have to cook something which takes less amount of time, but is utterly delicious and goes well with the Indian taste. And you have the choices of all the staple foods like roti, naan, paratha, whatever.
Hasn't changed a bit from the college days. Like he wants the best, he needs the best, he demands the best, but with the least effort. Like since the college presentation days, since I remember the close second year. Anyway, okay, let's go for keema butter. Chicken thigh piece.
This is completely chicken thigh piece. Breast piece has little bit of fiber which I try to avoid.
And you mince this fine.
Exactly. Okay, so we are going to just put it into marination. So marination doesn't mean like we have to keep for hours and hours. It's like we'll marinate it and then we will arrange the rest of the things, let's say like onions and all. And meanwhile, how much it will get marinated, that's it.
Let's say for the 10-15 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So what are the ingredients?
So here I'm going to add 1 spoon of ginger garlic paste, a pinch of turmeric, a pinch of red chili powder, and then a bit of salt. And finally, I'm going to add a bit of lime.
Zitrone.
Citron in Dutch.
Okay.
My friend, I'm going to use my hand to give it even mix. We'll be using 3 main ingredients: onion, garlic, and green chili. So here we start.
So, finely chopped or roughly chopped?
No, it's roughly chopped. Okay, so I am using 2 chilies for moderate hotness. So you can use 3 or 4 even if you like to be it hot.
Okay.
I also prefer finely chopping of these chilies because it adds to the taste. For garlic, I'm using this chopped garlic, which is available in many of the supermarkets. So it again eases down my effort as well. Okay, so I've just started on the oven in the full flame. So let this pot be a bit heated. Then I will add the oil. So I'm adding roughly 3 to 4 tablespoons of oil. And I'm also going to add sugar. So it's 1 tablespoon of sugar.
Why are you adding sugar now?
Because it's going to caramelize the entire thing. Okay, before adding the garam masala, or let's say the kara masala, I will just reduce the flame to low medium, else this will just burn. Now first I will add these cardamoms. I add these cinnamons. I prefer not to add the cloves because then it gives a very much authentic Bengali flavor which we really enjoy. Okay, now I'm going to add the onions. So my onions are light brown at the moment. Now I'll add a bit of garlic.
The entire cooking process will be in like medium to high flame.
Yes. So the only time I have lowered the flame is while adding the garam masala, as I mentioned, so that it doesn't burn in the oil. But yeah, rest I will cook medium to high flame.
Well, you said cloves was not important.
Yes. So clove is something which usually the Mughals used to add in their preparation. Also, like if you go to the northern part of India, like in UP or Delhi, let's say, they very much prefer cloves to be part of their basic garam masala.
Yeah.
However, like we Bengali, we hardly use 5% of the entire garam masala to be cloves, and I personally prefer that there is no clove in the process.
He needs to add some bong touch in. Be
Actually-
it a Mughlai preparation or be it a Chinese preparation, we bongs always love to add some bong touch in it.
It's actually like the dishes which we used to have from our mom like, in our childhood days. So those garam masala never used to have cloves.
Yes. And you mentioned like the technique of like making this garam masala was from your grandma.
Yes, actually, and I have also shown you the mortar and pestle. So this one, so it's also from my grandmom. Now she just gave me so that I can continue enjoy cooking like the way she does.
Hello, Didun.
Okay, now I have cooked enough of this onion and garlic. So now I'm going to add all those chilies. We'll give it a stir for around max 30 seconds. And then we'll immediately add the marinated chicken. So mind this is not a gravy item where we need to have those onions to be in a paste form. Okay, so as I mentioned, like this is a very fast cooking sauce.
Okay, no, Abdullah, tell me honestly, how frequently he cooks?
At least 1 or 2 times bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly.
Yes.
Now my 30 seconds is done, so I will just add this chicken. for the chicken to get taste adopted.
I can't believe he's cooking this. It's not cooked for us for like the last 14 years.
Now, once I find like it's boiling hot, so the rest of the garlic that I was keeping it aside, so I will be just adding it. I will be giving a bit of actual red chili powder. Now you see like the redness of the curry. Okay, so this is what I'm actually trying to achieve. But of course, it's not as hot as it looks like because I've added a handful of those Kashmiri miर्ch. So when you see like the overall oil is drying out and you have no much of water floating inside, so I will just add those fertilizers. I've done the necessary stirring of this cooking things. I will just lower the flame a bit and I will just close the lid, like cover it with the lid.
Nice.
Okay, so till the time this gets cooked, let us prepare the garam masala that we are going
Would you prepare the garam masala separately?
Yes. So there's also recipe.
Whose recipe is this?
Well, it's self-invented.
I don't know this.
Check
Is this
it
yours,
out.
Santara?
Yes.
Ah,
Now smell this.
yeah, normal garam masala.
Now I'll make you magic and you will again smell. Okay, so this is the garam masala that you will get from any of the supermarkets. 1 spoon of garam masala. Now I will add some cinnamon powder. Okay, so I will just give it a bit of stir. Now smell this.
Ah, this one smells like Bengali garam masala. Puro bari moto.
Exactly. So here you go.
I can't believe he has made this.
No.
Wow.
Not like this way. You take a bit of keema butter, have a bite on the onion, a bite on the ginger that was soaked in vinegar previously.
For the non-Bengali people, just try to Google the word Gyanpapi. Gyanpapi.
Come on.
You learned bite of?
Onion, a small bite of the ginger.
This is soaked in vinegar.
Yes.
Nice.
If you want, you can have the chili. This is it.
I'll give the reaction. I just want my wife to taste this as well.
Yeah.
With the onion and ginger.
With the onion. and ginger.
Sure. Awesome. It's awesome.
She might feel this is awesome. I feel like cursing him because this peep has never cooked. Like, I don't know. Imagine we have gone for night out like for years, and this peep has never cooked. So it was always upon me. But dude, this is awesome. Seriously. Hello, wait. I forgot. Antara. Antara has helped us a lot behind the camera. Okay. Guys, so Shubhma and Antara, they have their own YouTube channel called Feeds and Foods. The link will be provided in the description. Do please follow them. Do you want to say something about the channel?
Well, Feeds and Foods.
You have spoken a lot today. Let us speak now.
See, Feeds and Foods, by the name as it suggests, okay, it's about travel, tourism, and with also we try a lot of local cuisines in Europe. We try several restaurants and even the street foods that's available wherever we go. So that's how the channel is named. So Feeds and Foods.
So do follow them, do subscribe, and as always, please give this video a like. If you have liked this video, please do subscribe to our channel. If you like us and you want such amazing chefs to be in our show, until that time, have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and stay safe. Bye bye.